Welcome back to Who Died Today USA channel. In the past few days, we have received somber news about the passing of extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Additionally, we will recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Today, we remember Jeff Margolis, a visionary television director and producer whose passion and artistry brought the magic of live entertainment into millions of homes. Born in Los Angeles, Jeff began his journey humbly, holding cue cards on Let's Make a Deal for his uncle, Monty Hall. From those modest beginnings, he rose to orchestrate some of the most iconic moments in television history. Over 4 decades, Jeff directed and produced beloved broadcasts including the Academy Awards, the Emmys, the American Music Awards, and the Screen Actors Guild Awards. His creative spirit also guided specials for legends like Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson, and Elizabeth Taylor. Each production reflected Jeff's hallmark: elegance, warmth, and a deep respect for the performers and audiences alike. Jeff's path was not without challenges. In the demanding world of live television, he stood out not through volume or ego, but through kindness and calm. He often spoke of creating a family on set, a place where collaboration flourished and everyone felt valued. His guiding belief in compassion over command became a cornerstone of his success. Health concerns were never a focus for Jeff, who kept his private life quiet and his spirit steady. On May 23rd in Nashville, his family shared the peaceful news of his passing. The cause, though not publicly detailed, did not overshadow a life so fully lived and generously shared. Jeff Margolis leaves behind not only a legacy of brilliant television, but also a model of grace and humanity in an industry often defined by pressure. His influence will long echo in every carefully timed spotlight and each standing ovation he helped inspire. Charles Strouse, a beloved voice in American music and theater, spent his life composing the soundtrack to our memories. From the hopeful strains of Tomorrow to the cheerful lift of Put on a Happy Face, his melodies brought joy, comfort, and inspiration to millions. Born on June 7, 1928 in New York City, Charles found his love for music early, guided by his mother's piano and a natural gift for melody. Over a career that spanned more than 7 decades, Charles composed scores for some of Broadway's most enduring shows, including Bye Bye Birdie, Applause, and Annie. He earned 3 Tony Awards, multiple Emmy and Grammy wins, and a place in both the Songwriters and Theater Halls of Fame. His theme song for All in the Family, Those Were the Days, became a beloved part of television history. But his journey wasn't without struggle. Charles faced creative setbacks, shows that didn't last, ideas that didn't land. Still, he met every challenge with resilience and unwavering commitment to his art. "What's next?" he would say, a phrase that reflected both humility and enduring passion. Charles also faced personal trials, including the loss of his beloved wife Barbara in 2023. Yet through sorrow, he kept composing opera, symphonies, even founding a workshop to mentor young songwriters. On May 15, 2025, Charles passed peacefully at his home in New York City, surrounded by his children and grandchildren. His was a life devoted to harmony, in music, in collaboration, and in spirit. His songs live on, echoing in theaters and hearts everywhere, reminding us that hope, like a melody, can always find its way home. Breaking news: Jack Nicholson returns to the spotlight. A silent legend speaks again. It is not every day that Hollywood holds its collective breath, not for a blockbuster premiere or a glittering award ceremony, but for the quiet reappearance of a man whose very presence once defined generations of cinema. That man is Jack Nicholson. On February 16, 2025, at the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary special, something remarkable happened. Amid a sea of celebrity faces, one figure in particular drew more than glances. He drew a wave of reverent silence, followed by thunderous applause. At 87 years old, Jack Nicholson made a rare public appearance, sitting among icons like Will Ferrell and Robert De Niro. He introduced a musical performance by Adam Sandler, and Sandler responded with glowing admiration. "Let's hear it for Jack, baby! Jack made it out tonight." It was not just applause for a man, it was applause for a myth still alive. But how did we get here? From the unpredictable outsider in the 1970s to one of Hollywood's most decorated and complex figures, Jack Nicholson's journey is one of artistry, resilience, and enigma. A childhood cloaked in mystery. Born on April 22, 1937, in Neptune City, New Jersey, John Joseph Nicholson grew up unaware of a family secret that would only be revealed decades later. The woman he believed to be his sister was, in fact, his mother. His supposed mother was his grandmother. This revelation, uncovered by a journalist in 1974, mirrored the kind of psychologically complex roles Nicholson would go on to embody: layered, haunted, and unforgettable. Nicholson moved to Hollywood in the 1950s with dreams of becoming an actor, but it was not an easy start. For years, he worked behind the scenes at low-budget production houses, writing and taking on minor roles. It was not until 1969, with his breakthrough in Easy Rider, that the world began to understand his brilliance. As George Hansen, a troubled yet insightful alcoholic lawyer, Nicholson earned his first Academy Award nomination and carved his place in the countercultural revolution of cinema. Dominating the screen, roles that redefined acting. If Nicholson's rise was steady, his reign was monumental. Throughout the 1970s, he delivered performance after performance that redefined what it meant to be a leading man. He was unpredictable, raw, and profoundly human. In 1975, he took on what many consider his most iconic role, Randall McMurphy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The film was a landmark in cinema, and Nicholson's portrayal of a defiant anti-hero institutionalized against his will earned him his first Oscar for Best Actor. McMurphy was not just a character. He was a voice for the voiceless, a figure who stood against repression with wit, rage, and a touch of heartbreaking vulnerability. Then came The Shining in 1980. As Jack Torrance, Nicholson delivered a performance so terrifying and layered that it became etched in cinematic history. With each descent into madness, he brought to life a portrayal of psychological unraveling that still chills audiences today. Other roles followed, each pushing boundaries. The anarchic charm of the Joker in Batman 1989, the hardened Colonel Jessup in A Few Good Men 1992, the obsessive-compulsive writer in As Good as It Gets 1997, and the ruthless Frank Costello in The Departed 2006. These characters, diverse as they were, shared one thing: Nicholson's uncanny ability to humanize even the most flawed personalities. Across more than 5 decades, he received 12 Academy Award nominations and won 3, a feat matched by only a select few in Hollywood history. The man behind the icon, yet behind the characters, was a man of surprising contrasts. Known for his signature sunglasses, sardonic smile, and courtside presence at Lakers games, Nicholson exuded charisma. But those who knew him well often described him as philosophical, private, and fiercely intelligent. Despite his larger-than-life screen presence, Nicholson avoided interviews in his later years. In one of his rare public statements, he once said, "The minute that you're not learning, I believe you're dead." It was a reflection of his relentless pursuit of craft and truth. His personal life, like his roles, defied convention. He was only married once, to actress Sandra Knight and had 6 children with 5 different women. His longest relationship was with actress Angelica Houston, a union as tempestuous and passionate as any he portrayed on screen. He also grappled with his own demons. In 1994, he made headlines after allegedly damaging another motorist's car with a golf club in a road rage incident. But Nicholson rarely tried to sanitize his image. He owned his flaws with the same honesty he brought to his roles, making him all the more human to those who admired him. Retreat from the spotlight. By 2010, after appearing in How Do You Know, Nicholson quietly stepped away from acting. Rumors circulated about memory loss, but close friends and family consistently maintained that his retreat was intentional, not circumstantial. "Jack is doing whatever he really wants to do," said music producer Lou Adler in 2023. "He wants to be quiet. He wants to eat what he wants. He wants to live the life he wants." His absence only added to his mystique. Occasionally spotted watching a Lakers game or photographed on his balcony, each image sparked waves of admiration and concern. Fans, protective and loyal, held on to each glimpse like a treasured souvenir. In January 2025, his daughter Lorraine Nicholson shared a touching photo of them together during the holidays. She leaned into her father, who appeared content, his expression warm. It was a rare window into the private world of a man who once bared his soul on screen, now savoring peace in the company of family. When he appeared at SNL 50 using a cane, it was clear that age had changed him physically. But what remained untouched was the energy he carried, that same unspoken magnetism that once lit up every frame of film he graced. A legacy that lives in every frame. What does it mean to leave a legacy like Jack Nicholson's? It means creating characters so real they outlast the credits. It means inspiring actors across generations, from Leonardo DiCaprio to Joaquin Phoenix, to embrace complexity and contradiction. It means refusing to be defined by type or trend, and instead crafting a path so original that it becomes a reference point for others. Jack Nicholson did not just act. He translated the chaos of being human into moments so raw, so true, that we felt seen. And now, in the quieter years of his life, his impact echoes not in blockbusters, but in reverence, in tributes, in memories. Final thoughts. As we reflect on this rare reappearance and the extraordinary journey that led to it, we are reminded of what true artistry looks like. It is not constant visibility. It is not noise. It is knowing when to roar and when to rest. So how do you feel about Jack Nicholson's journey? Which of his roles shaped your understanding of what an actor could be? Was it the rage of McMurphy, the madness of Torrance, or the mischief of the Joker? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If his story has moved you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt tributes to Hollywood's most iconic figures. Because some legends never really leave. They simply step out of the spotlight and let their light live on in us. Jack Nicholson is one of those legends. In heartfelt remembrance, we honor George Wendt, the beloved American actor and comedian whose warmth and humor left an indelible mark on television history. Born and raised in Chicago, George began his artistic journey with The Second City, where his talent for improvisation and connection with audiences quickly became evident. His breakthrough came in 1982 when he stepped into the role of Norm Peterson on the classic television series Cheers. For 11 seasons, George brought Norm to life with a gentle authenticity and impeccable comedic timing that resonated deeply with viewers. The character became a cultural icon, representing the everyman with a beer in hand and a story to share. George received 6 consecutive Emmy nominations for this role, a testament to his craft and consistency. Beyond Cheers, George maintained a vibrant career across film, television, and theater, appearing in productions such as Forever Young, Portlandia, and Saturday Night Live. He remained a fixture in the comedy world, admired not only for his talent, but also for his humility and generosity. In 2017, he was honored in a tribute at the Second City, raising significant support for charitable causes. George Wendt passed away peacefully in his sleep on May 20th, 2025, at the age of 76. He is survived by his wife Bernadette and their 3 children. His legacy continues through the laughter he inspired and the love he shared on and off screen. George will forever be remembered as a symbol of sincerity, warmth, and timeless humor. James Foley, an influential American director known for his work across film, television, and music, passed away peacefully in his sleep earlier this week at the age of 71. His family confirmed that he had been living with brain cancer for several years. Born on December 28, 1953, in Brooklyn, New York, Foley's journey began with a deep passion for cinema, nurtured through studies at New York University and the University of Southern California. Foley's career took flight with his debut feature Reckless in 1984. He went on to direct the critically acclaimed At Close Range, After Dark, My Sweet, and the iconic Glengarry Glen Ross, which earned Al Pacino an Academy Award nomination. Known for his ability to bring intensity and depth to character-driven stories, Foley was deeply respected for his directorial range and thoughtful approach to storytelling. He was also a creative force in music, shaping the visual identity of pop superstar Madonna through several of her most iconic music videos, including Papa Don't Preach and True Blue. His later film work included Fear, Confidence, and the global blockbusters 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed, which together brought in over $700 million worldwide. Foley also left a lasting impression on television, directing pivotal episodes of House of Cards, Billions, and Hannibal. Known for his empathy, meticulous attention to detail, and unwavering artistic vision, James Foley inspired both colleagues and audiences with his integrity and bold storytelling. He is remembered with deep admiration by his family, peers, and the many fans touched by his work. His legacy continues to shine through the unforgettable stories he brought to life. Greg Cannom, a legendary makeup and prosthetics artist whose transformative work defined some of the most iconic characters in film history, passed away recently at the age of 73. Known for his incredible attention to detail and unmatched craftsmanship, Cannom brought unforgettable depth to characters across genres and decades. Born with a fascination for cinematic transformation, Cannom began his journey in Southern California, attending Cypress College and working seasonal jobs before partnering with industry icon Rick Baker. Their early collaborations on films like It Lives Again and the groundbreaking music video for Michael Jackson's Thriller marked the start of a remarkable legacy. Cannom won 4 Academy Awards for his work on Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and Vice. His contributions redefined realism in special effects makeup, particularly in age transformation. He was also honored with a Technical Achievement Award from the Academy for his development of specialized silicone material, and in 2019 received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Makeup Artists and Hairstylists Guild. His filmography includes Titanic, The Insider, A Beautiful Mind, Blade, Hannibal, The Mask, and Pirates of the Caribbean, reflecting his extraordinary range. Cannom also earned 5 Emmy nominations and shaped beloved characters in Will and Grace and Big Mama's House. His family and peers shared that he had faced serious health challenges in recent years, including complications from diabetes. Despite this, his commitment to artistry never waned. Greg Cannom's legacy is one of innovation, passion, and timeless visual storytelling. His work continues to inspire generations of artists and audiences around the world, reminding us of the magic that happens when imagination meets extraordinary skill. Mac Gaiden, a trailblazing guitarist, songwriter, and spiritual artist whose musical legacy spanned generations and genres, passed away on April 16, 2025, at the age of 83. He spent his final days at home in Nashville, surrounded by family. His cousin confirmed that his passing followed complications related to Parkinson's disease. Born on June 5, 1941, in Nashville, Mac Gaiden emerged as a self-taught guitar virtuoso with a unique rhythmic instinct and inventive sound. His unmistakable guitar work can be heard on Bob Dylan's seminal album Blonde on Blonde, particularly on the track Absolutely Sweet Marie, though he went uncredited for decades. He was later recognized for his contributions, long after they had influenced a generation of musicians. Gaiden co-wrote the enduring pop anthem Everlasting Love, a song that reached the top 40 across 4 decades and became a fixture at weddings and celebrations around the world. His influence extended into the sounds of artists like J.J. Cale, the Steve Miller Band, and U2, while his slide guitar technique earned him the title Father of the Wah Slide. Beyond popular acclaim, Gaiden's artistic journey was deeply spiritual. He embraced Eastern philosophy, formed experimental groups like Skyboat, and explored themes of introspection and transcendence in albums such as Hymn to the Seeker and Come Along. His life in music reflected a continuous search for meaning, blending funk, rock, jazz, and soul with spiritual insight. He is survived by his wife Diane, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and a close-knit extended family. Mac Gaiden will be remembered not only for his groundbreaking sound, but also for the deep humanity and vision he brought to every note. His music, like his spirit, remains timeless. DJ Funk, a pioneering figure in Chicago's electronic music scene and one of the founding voices of Ghetto House, passed away in early March 2025 at the age of 54. Born Charles Chambers in 1971, he left a transformative legacy in the world of underground dance music, blending raw rhythm, heavy bass, and streetwise energy into a sound that defined a generation. Emerging in the early 1990s from Chicago's vibrant rave culture, DJ Funk built his reputation by electrifying late-night parties with a style all his own. His signature tracks, including Pump It, Run, and Work Dat Body, remain staples in club sets worldwide. His influence extended across genres and borders, inspiring fellow artists and earning a mention from Daft Punk on their iconic track, Teachers. In 2006, he launched his own label, Funk Records, through which he released a steady stream of EPs, mixtapes, and collaborations. His partnerships with DJ Dion, Traxman, and DJ Slugo, who called him one of the pioneers of the sound we call ghetto house music, helped solidify a movement that would shape the identity of Midwest club culture. DJ Funk had been courageously facing stage 4 cancer in the final months of his life. In a heartfelt message shared by his family, they expressed deep gratitude for the love and support shown during his final days, underscoring his lasting impact on fans and peers alike. Charles Chambers will be remembered not only for his bold and original sound, but also for his commitment to staying true to himself. His music, energy, and innovation continue to resonate on dance floors and in hearts around the world. Bob Rivers, a beloved voice in Seattle radio and a cherished figure in American broadcasting, passed away in March 2025 at the age of 68. Known for his wit, warmth, and masterful storytelling, Rivers left an indelible imprint on the airwaves and in the hearts of listeners across the Pacific Northwest and beyond. Over a career that spanned more than 25 years, Rivers became a household name through his work at Seattle stations, including 102.5 KZOC, 95.7 KJR, and kissed a W. His morning shows were celebrated for their blend of humor, music, and candid reflection, a mix that kept audiences engaged, entertained, and connected. He was also the creative force behind many beloved song parodies and satirical sketches, making him a pioneer of radio comedy during a golden era of morning broadcasting. Rivers' approach combined thoughtful commentary with a deep appreciation for music, a reflection of his background as both a disc jockey and a musician. After retiring from Seattle radio in 2014, he and his wife Lisa moved to Vermont, where Rivers continued to share stories and connect with fans through his podcast. In a post earlier this year, he shared his experience with stage 4 adenocarcinoma, which he had battled since 2022, describing the journey with remarkable openness and gratitude for the support of his family and medical team. He is survived by Lisa, his sons Andrew and Keith, daughters-in-law, and 2 grandchildren. A private service was held in Claremont, New Hampshire, with a public memorial in Seattle planned for a later date. Bob Rivers' voice may no longer grace the airwaves, but his spirit lives on in every story, every laugh, and every memory he created with his audience. Joan O'Brien, a luminous presence of classic Hollywood known for her elegance, charm, and vocal talent, passed away in May 2025 at the age of 89. With a career that bridged film, television, and music, she left an indelible impression on the golden era of entertainment. Born on Valentine's Day in 1936 in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and raised in California, Joan began her journey as a singer, appearing regularly on Hometown Jamboree and The Bob Crosby Show. Her radiant voice and captivating stage presence quickly transitioned her into the world of acting. She made her film debut in 1958 and rose to prominence with standout roles such as the lovable and clumsy nurse in Operation Petticoat opposite Cary Grant and the compassionate heroine who wins Elvis Presley's heart in It Happened at the World's Fair. Her chemistry with Presley and her comedic grace made the role one of her most beloved performances. Joan O'Brien frequently portrayed nurses and teachers on screen, roles that highlighted her warmth and poise. She appeared alongside legends like John Wayne in The Comancheros and Jerry Lewis in It's Only Money, and graced television in series including The Dick Van Dyke Show, Wagon Train, and The Man from UNC Lee. Beyond the spotlight, Joan's life included personal trials and transformations, and she ultimately found peace in a long-standing marriage with Malcolm Bernard Campbell until his passing in 2004. Joan O'Brien is remembered not only for her classic Hollywood beauty and voice, but also for her strength, resilience, and enduring legacy in American entertainment. Her contributions continue to echo through the timeless charm of the roles and melodies she left behind. Daleen Young, a celebrated screenwriter and playwright whose heartfelt storytelling touched generations, passed away on May 9, 2025, in Portland, Oregon, at the age of 85. Her husband, director Robert Martin Carroll, shared that she had been facing complications related to Alzheimer's disease. Born in 1939 in Hawaii and raised on a family farm once owned by Hawaiian royalty, Young discovered her love for the arts early on. She began her creative career in New York's off-Broadway scene before shifting her focus to writing roles that reflected greater emotional depth and authenticity. Her breakthrough came with the acclaimed NBC movie Dawn, Portrait of a Teenage Runaway, 1976, which opened the door to a remarkable career in television. She went on to pen several deeply human stories, including Will There Really Be a Morning?, Jonathan, The Boy Nobody Wanted, and the award-nominated Locked in Silence. In 1980, she co-wrote Little Darlings, a coming-of-age classic that resonated with audiences across generations. Her adaptation of Cross Creek, 1983, brought Mary Steenburgen to the forefront and earned multiple Oscar nominations. Known for her rich character work and compassionate narratives, Young earned numerous accolades, including a Daytime Emmy nomination, a Christopher Award, and a Humanitas Prize nomination. She also fostered young talent through writing workshops and returned to acting later in life, appearing in the 2021 film Pig. She is survived by her husband of 53 years and their daughter, Eden. Daleen Young leaves behind a legacy of empathy, resilience, and timeless storytelling that continues to move audiences today. Which of Daleen Young's films or television works left the deepest impression on you, and why? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Samuel French, a rising force in television and film, known for his powerful performances and unshakable dedication to craft, passed away on May 9, 2025, at the age of 45. He had been courageously navigating a battle with cancer in recent years and spent his final days surrounded by family in his hometown of Waco, Texas. French first captured attention in the 2015 miniseries Texas Rising, where he appeared alongside icons like Bill Paxton and Ray Liotta. He later earned critical recognition through roles in Fear the Walking Dead and the 2023 Oscar-nominated epic Killers of the Flower Moon, in which he portrayed FBI agent C.J. Robinson opposite Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. His final performance, in the upcoming thriller Towpath, was directed by longtime friend Paul Sinecor. The director recalled French's unforgettable intensity and passion, describing him as unfiltered, fearless, and alive in every scene. Sinecor also shared heartfelt words about French's devotion to his 12-year-old daughter Madison, whom he often spoke of with deep pride and love. Beyond the screen, French was a figure of integrity and warmth, whose presence enriched the lives of colleagues and friends. He is survived by his daughter Madison, her mother Melinda Acosta, his parents Thomas and Evelyn, and his brothers Andy and Danny. A funeral service honoring his life will be held on May 16th at First Baptist Church in Valley Mills, Texas. Which of Samuel French's roles resonated most with you, and what will you remember him for? Join the conversation and help celebrate his legacy. We honor Charlie Strouse, a devoted performer whose late-blooming yet impactful acting career brought heart and authenticity to some of television's most acclaimed dramas. Born in Philadelphia on July 19, 1940, Strouse grew up in South Philly above his father's pool hall, where his talent for storytelling and mimicry emerged at an early age. Though his early career path led him through business leadership and consulting, Strouse never lost his passion for performing. In the 1990s, he reignited his creative journey through community theater, eventually transitioning to screen roles that captured the depth and complexity of working-class characters. Strouse is best remembered for portraying Thomas Horseface Pacusa, a loyal longshoreman in The Wire, and Coach Molinaro in The Sopranos, a stern yet memorable figure from Tony Soprano's past. His performances resonated with audiences not through grand gestures, but through quiet strength and emotional sincerity. Beyond the screen, Strouse wrote a screenplay inspired by his upbringing and remained a passionate advocate for family and the arts. He was known not only as an actor, but as a husband, father, and grandfather who cherished his time around the dinner table as much as any spotlight. Charlie Strouse passed away on May 1, 2025, at the age of 84, after a long experience living with Alzheimer's disease. He is survived by his wife of 62 years, Angeline, 5 children, and 4 grandchildren. Paul D'Amato, a charismatic and fearless actor, known for his rugged screen presence and unforgettable roles, made a lasting impression in American film and television. Born in Worcester, Massachusetts in 1947 and raised in nearby Spencer, D'Amato began his artistic journey as a teenage stagehand. This early exposure to the world behind the curtain ignited a passion for performance that never faded. While attending Emerson College, he excelled both on stage and on the ice as a member of the school's hockey team, a unique combination that later opened doors in Hollywood. His breakout role came in 1977 as the wild-eyed enforcer Tim Dr. Hook McCracken in Slapshot, opposite Paul Newman. With a menacing glare and fierce energy, D'Amato's performance became iconic, influencing popular culture and even inspiring the look of Marvel's Wolverine, according to comic artist John Byrne. D'Amato's other credits include appearances in The Deer Hunter, Heaven's Gate, Heaven Can Wait, FX, and Magnum Force. He also found steady work in television, appearing in shows such as Law and Order, The $6 Million Man, and American Playhouse. Off-screen, he embraced a quieter life in Vermont, working as a ski boot fitter and remaining grounded in nature and community. Paul D'Amato passed away on February 19, 2024, at age 76, following a 4-year battle with progressive supranuclear palsy. He is survived by his sister Andrea and his longtime partner, actress Marina Ray. His legacy endures through his unforgettable characters and the generations of fans who continue to admire his fearless performances. Breaking new. Cher, a journey of resilience, reinvention, and legendary impact. Cher, an enduring cultural icon known for her mesmerizing voice and striking presence, has captivated audiences for decades. From her early days as half of the duo Sonny and Cher to her status as a solo superstar, Cher's life and career are marked by triumphs, challenges, and an unwavering spirit. As she approaches her 78th birthday, Cher continues to inspire fans with her timeless music and bold persona. But how has she navigated the highs and lows of fame? Let's explore her remarkable journey and the legacy she continues to build. Born Sherilyn Sarkeesian on May 20, 1946, in El Centro, California, Cher grew up in a modest household. Raised by a single mother, she faced numerous challenges, including financial struggles and a turbulent childhood. Despite these hardships, Cher's determination to succeed in the entertainment industry burned brightly. Her passion for performance emerged early, and even as a young girl, she dreamed of a life on stage, setting the stage for her eventual rise to stardom. In the 1960s, Cher found fame as part of the duo Sonny and Cher. Their hit song, I Got You Babe, became an anthem of the era, showcasing Cher's distinctive contralto voice and unique style. The duo's dynamic chemistry captivated audiences, establishing them as a household name. Their television show further solidified their popularity, blending music and comedy in a way that resonated with viewers. However, as their popularity soared, so did the pressures of fame, leading to personal and professional strains that would ultimately lead to their separation. Following her split from Sonny Bono, Cher embarked on a solo career that would redefine her trajectory. With hits like Believe, which introduced her groundbreaking use of auto-tune, she not only dominated the charts, but also revolutionized pop music. This song, with its infectious beat and empowering lyrics, became a defining anthem of the late 90s, showcasing Cher's ability to stay relevant amid changing musical landscapes. Her talent for reinvention allowed her to transition from rock to dance to pop, solidifying her status as a versatile and enduring artist. Cher's contributions extend beyond music. She has also made a significant impact in film and television. Her role in Moonstruck, 1987, won her an Academy Award for Best Actress, demonstrating her impressive range as a performer. With memorable performances in films like The Witches of Eastwick and Mermaids, Cher proved she was more than just a musical sensation. Each role she took on was infused with her unique flair, captivating audiences and critics alike, and showcasing her depth as an actress. However, Cher's journey has not been without its challenges. Throughout her career, she has faced public scrutiny regarding her personal life, including her relationships and outspoken views on social issues. Her marriages to Sonny Bono and Gregg Allman were both celebrated and controversial, adding layers to her narrative that many found relatable. The complexities of her personal life, including the balancing act of motherhood and a demanding career, often drew both admiration and criticism. Yet, through it all, Cher has remained unapologetically true to herself, using her platform to advocate for causes close to her heart, particularly LGBTQ+ rights. In recent years, Cher has opened up about her health struggles, including a battle with Lyme disease and knee surgery in 2017. These challenges have tested her resilience, but they have also highlighted her strength and determination to keep performing. Cher's candidness about her health issues has inspired many, reminding us that vulnerability can coexist with strength. Her ability to bounce back and adapt to life's hurdles is a testament to her indomitable spirit, showcasing her commitment to both her art and her fans. Despite the ups and downs, Cher's legacy continues to flourish. She remains a beloved figure in pop culture, earning accolades such as Grammy Awards and Billboard's Icon Award. Her influence extends beyond her music, inspiring countless artists and fans alike to embrace their individuality. In 2021, Cher celebrated her incredible career with a series of performances that reminded the world of her enduring talent and charisma, proving that her star power remains as bright as ever. Today, Cher lives a life filled with family, friends, and creative pursuits. While her public appearances have become less frequent, her impact remains profound. Cher's music continues to resonate with fans, bridging generations and reminding us all of the power of self-expression and authenticity. Whether performing classics or new material, she connects with audiences on a deeply emotional level, reinforcing her status as a timeless artist. As we reflect on Cher's remarkable journey, it's clear that her life is a tapestry woven with resilience, artistry, and passion. She is not just a pop star, she is a symbol of empowerment, reminding us that reinvention is possible at any age. Cher's story is one of embracing change and triumphing over adversity, a narrative that inspires us all to pursue our dreams relentlessly. What are your favorite memories of Cher? How has her music impacted your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of Cher's incredible journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Join us next time as we celebrate more legendary icons who have shaped the world of music and culture. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories that honor the legacies of those who have left an indelible mark on our lives.